Hi, I've got a gentle sequence for you. Something that'd be really good for before bed, and also a little bit of breathing practice. So this is something we haven't been able to do in class for a long time. Nadi Shoda, which is about creating balance within the body. Um, yeah, and alternate nostril breathing is how it's described often. So if this is new to you, watch the video a couple of times, or I'll maybe give you a more detailed video. I'm not going to go into it much, but we quite simply breathe through one nostril and out the other, and then breathe through in that one and out the other, by closing with thumb and ring finger traditionally. If that feels really awkward for you to use the fingers apart like that, you can have two fingers out in front or tuck them in. Go for just the forefinger and the thumb, rather than making this very technical. I just want you to get the benefits of going for this breath practice. So wherever you are, sitting nice and comfortably, nice and tall, so creating a lot of space in the body. And we're going to start by closing the right nostril with your thumb. And then when you're ready, you're going to inhale through the left, close the left, open the right, and exhale. Inhale through the right. And exhale through the left. Inhale. Close left, open right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Last round. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Release your hold and take a few deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale fully. And again, inhale. And exhale. So it's quite a short practice. We're going to start to move now. You could go ahead and then switch direction, and then you can create almost a circular breath with your breathing in one nostril, out the other, then in that same first nostril again. Yeah, and mix it up a little bit. It can be quite a long practice, but that was very simple just to get us started. So coming on to the hands and knees, we're going to start with little cat-cow. So in the tabletop, maybe go for a little swing and find a little movement in the shoulders and the hips, and then settle into your tabletop position, tummy drawn in, top of the feet pressing down, neck nice and long, just looking forward from the hands. Taking a nice deep breath there in through the nose, exhaling everything out. And then when you're ready, inhale, extend the front of the body, lift the chin, draw the hip bones back and up, and then exhale, drawing the tummy in, round the back, chin towards the chest. Inhale. extend, exhale, round the back. And one more, inhale, extend, exhale, rounding the back. And then settling back into your tabletop position, stretching back through the right leg, pressing into the toes, reach the left hand forward, pressing into the fingertips. This is really quite active. So you could stay here, making everything nice and strong, or possibly you want to work on that stability and balance, reaching forward and back. So you're also kind of squeezing towards the midline with that arm and leg. And placing it back down and coming into the other side, stretching back through the left leg, pressing into the toes, get a little bit of activation through there, reaching forward with the right hand and that press. So we're still all drawing everything up in the center here, nice and stable. Possibly you're going to go for that lift and squeeze. Try not to roll about too much. I want to keep this as stable as possible. Easier said than done, I know. Okay, and we're going to settle into a child's pose. So I've got the knees quite close together, and I'm settling my hips as low as possible and allowing my back to round, coming onto the elbows and just hanging out here. So if you want, you can stack the fists and rest the head into the hands. So when the back's round like this and the legs are underneath the body, it's not so easy to come so low into the child's pose, but if you enjoy it and you are comfortable, you can release into a full child's pose. Hands back next to the feet, head on the mat. Long, steady breath here. Okay, reaching the arms forward, coming up onto the hands and knees again. And this time we're going to bring the knees hip width apart again, reaching the hands forward, looking forward and sinking towards the mat. So this is a puppy with the back extended. So often I tell you to come down with the back straight, but I'm looking for that little bit of a back bend. So if you can bring the chest to the floor, yeah, go ahead. Good luck. Maybe you're comfortable to give it a little swing, getting a bit of stretch into the arms and the chest. And walking it in. And we're going to walk the hands back towards the knees, tuck the toes. And as you walk back, you're going to pick the knees up and come into a squat. So I'm still on the toes. I'm going to give this a little wiggle jiggle, just about starting to move the hips a little bit. So from here, stay steady. We're going to stand up, push down into the feet. Standing all the way up. Okay, so from the back of your mat, often we start at the other end, we're going to do a sun salutation of sorts. It's a bit of a different one. We're going to inhale, keeping the knees really quite soft. This is just about getting a little bit of movement going into the body. So we're a bit loosey-goosey. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, soften and fold. Bringing the hands down, bending the knees, tucking the head. Inhale, maybe halfway lift. Exhale, fold again. And then push down into the feet and unroll to stand. So no lifting to stand, rolling the shoulders back. Big inhale. And exhale, release. And we're going to go through that again. Inhale, sweeping the arms forward and up. Exhale. Fold forward and down, lifting the hips, tucking the head in, and we're going to stay in the fold this time. So maybe you're pressing back into one leg and then the other. Maybe the hands are on the shins or above the knees rather than on the floor. That's all okay. Or you're holding on to the elbows and allowing yourself just to drape forward and down. And a little bit of a shake or roll side to side if that feels good for you. Bringing the hands to the mat, looking forward, bend the knees. We're going to come down onto the hands and knees, crawling forward into our cat-cow. Inhale, chest lifts. Exhale, round in the back. And again, inhale, extend. Exhale, round the back. One more. Inhale, extend. And then as we exhale, we're going to come to the mat. So you may need to move the legs back, elbows into the side of the body, lower down, taking the arms forward into a Sphinx. So onto the elbows, chest coming forward, kneecaps lifted. So not too strenuous a back bend here. This is just about moving, not about building energy. Nice big breath. Exhale, release. Okay, bringing the hands back next to the ribs, coming back onto the knees, tuck the toes, either staying in your puppy dog or possibly you're happy about coming to a downward facing dog. So I'm keeping this one quite wide. Hands are wide, feet are bent. Feet are bent. I meant my knees. And giving a little swing and a pedal into the feet. Okay, and then this time we're going to walk forward to the front of the mat. And forward fold. Pressing down into the feet. And rise up. Press the palms. And release. Okay, so one little bit when we're standing. We're going to step out with the left foot and come into a wide leg forward fold. Tummy's drawn in, shoulders rolling back, can bend the knees as you come forward and down. Bringing the hands to the mat, inhale, lift the chest, exhale, fold. So again, still keeping this a little bit looser than we would normally. And wherever you are, going back to your breath each time, inhale, exhale, release. Inhale, maybe go for a little halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward and down again. Inhale, halfway lift. This time we're coming up, hands to the waist, bend the knees, coming all the way up to stand. Okay, turn the right foot out. And we're going to reach out to the sides and come into a little triangle. So nothing too strenuous tonight. We're going to bring the arm around the back. Soften into that knee. And we're going to take the hands to the floor on the outside of the foot and come down onto the left knee. Untuck the toe. And we're staying low in this little lunge. If you want, you can keep it moving. Little wiggle. You can also come onto the side and take a twist. So I've taken the weight into my left hand. I'm just holding the right leg into the body, almost like a hug. And release. Okay, so we're going to turn sideways again. This time we're going to come back up. And as you sink into this side, we're going to come into our version of gate leg. So I'm on the toes. Again, nothing too much. So you could be a lot higher here. I'm pushing into the heel, getting this stretch in the inside of the leg. From here, we're going to come all the way back up into our wide leg forward fold and carefully come up to stand. Okay, turning the left leg out, coming into that triangle on the left side. So maybe you really like to make this active and have come into a full triangle. That's okay. Bring the arm around the back, rolling the shoulder open, finding a little space in the body. Quite nice to still be looking down for this practice, a slow, gentle movement one. Okay, so taking the lunge on this side, so we're bending the knee, bringing the hands to the mat and the outside of the foot, turning on the toes, the back foot dropping onto the knee. And untuck the toes, make this all nice and loose, no holding on. Thinking about length in the body, you're looking forward and down, keeping that length in the back of the neck, and then possibly take this little twist, so allowing the body to move over to the right, hugging the left knee into the torso, maybe look behind. And then from here, turning everything. So the left foot turns in and we come on to the side of, onto the sole of the right foot. So this might be enough for you here, or you could be happy to sink over to this left side and take it into more of a stretch on the inside and back of the leg. And then from here, we're going to sit down. So carefully bringing yourself to the mat and bringing both legs forward. Excuse me. So coming into a forward fold, soften the knees. I'm going to make this a nice soft one. So bend them really quite a lot and bring the feet hip width apart. So this isn't our normal type of forward fold. And some people like to move the bottom back a little bit so that you can feel that you're on the sit bones. You want to be up on the pelvis and forward, and then allow yourself to hang forward and down. So maybe you can catch on to the arms underneath the legs, giving yourself a hug. I've unflexed my feet now. This is all, there's no holding on here, and allowing the head to drop. So allow this to be heavy and round and as loose as possible. Some people may prefer to bring the legs even wider and just sink down between the legs. That's okay as well. And those of you that are very comfortable in forward fold with the legs straight, you don't have to have them bent. You could be all the way forward and down. And as much as possible here, going back to your breath. Nice long steady inhale, steady exhale. So as you sit up, we're going to take a little twist. So bring the right foot in towards the body, and if you wish, step it over the leg, wrapping the left arm around the right leg, and again pulling that in towards the tummy as you turn towards the back. And release to the front. We'll take it on the other side, so bringing the left leg in. So you can do the twist here, or take the foot over the leg and holding that leg into the belly and then twist behind. With this long leg out in front, you try not to let it rock out to the side. You want to be turning it in the way. It can be loose with the leg foot flexed. And release. Okay, coming onto your back. So there's a couple of things I want to do here. As we lie down, this might have been easier to show you standing, reach the legs out in front and the arms are coming up behind, okay? So when you cross your right leg over the left, and we're going to come into like a moon shape. So bring the feet over to the left, so you've got this nice curve in the side of the body. Taking hold of the right wrist and draw it over to the left as well. So I don't know if it's very easy to see me lying down in my own room. Getting a little bit of a Stretch through that right side of the body. And we're going to take this to the other side. So coming back to the center, move the right foot over to the left leg over the right. So you've hooked the feet and taking that left wrist and bringing your shoulders over to the right. Does that make sense? So we've now got a half moon kind of crescent going towards the right. And release. Bring your knees into the chest and give yourself a hug and a little roll side to side on your back. Just releasing any tension in the muscles of the back. And coming into legs up the wall. So if you wanted, you could move against the wall. It's very active, just holding it here, but it's a very nice way to get the benefits of an inversion. And again, connect back with the breath. Soften the knees and coming into either a version of happy baby or maybe just hug the knees if that's more your practice. So we're going to come to rest now. You're not going to give yourself too long, because if this is just before you go to bed, maybe just go to bed. So there's one thing I want to do before we do. Okay, I rolled up a blanket. So this makes a smaller pad than a big bolster. And I'm going to lie across it, just have it below my shoulder blades for my relaxation. So I work at a desk all the time, and this is something that I like for shoulder tension. So and there we go. I'm laying across the bolster, just or the rolled up blanket. A bolster's too high to have it this direction for any length of time. My feet are together, Baddha Konasana, and the arms are wide, and just allowing my shoulders to soften down as much as possible. Nice big inhale and a full exhale. Again, inhale and softly sigh, letting everything go. Last one, inhale. And as you softly sigh, relax your legs, your body, your arms, your neck and your head. Allow your whole body to be still and relaxed. And then when you are ready to move, go gently and be good to yourself and have a good night's sleep. Speak to you soon.